Trans rights are human rights. Trans rights are...
Hey guys, it's Fleccas. This week we're at Kennesaw State where Michael Knowles is giving a speech called Men Are Not Women, and these protesters are not happy about it. Let's talk to them and see what's going on. Men are not women is the speech topic.
Yeah.
You disagree with that?
That's not what it is men cannot be women.
Men are not women is the...
Okay, men are not women.
You think that's true?
I don't know.
What brings you out here today?
Protest. There's a fellow coming in called Michael Knowles.
You think he should speak here tonight?
No.
What about his free speech and his right to do that?
I don't think hate speech is free speech.
Have you ever watched Michael Knowles' videos?
No.
Are you going to the Michael Knowles thing later? Are you going to go to the speech itself or no? Being nice, you should. I don't think he's going to offend you as bad as you think he is. I think a lot of this is misinformation. You guys think he's a monster of a guy. He's actually really nice. I know him personally. He's actually a friend of mine. All right, 100. Are you protesting Michael Knowles? What makes you want to protest him?
I don't know much about him, but I saw the line, men are not women, and all the tagline about, can you not?
What?
Can you not?
What?
I don't want to be on your show.
Oh, okay, then don't.
Okay.
Yep.
No, come here.
All right, hell yeah.
Yeah, no. I saw
So
the
what makes
subtitle.
you, what brings you out here today?
Yeah, I just saw the subtitle about propaganda from the
We're
left.
not encouraging engagement with
I
these
understand,
people.
I understand.
He's an adult.
Thanks, I can speak for myself because I'm an adult.
Well, tell her that. She's the one trying to cut you off.
I did.
I'm on all the college group meetings and stuff like that, and apparently some Antifa people liked the protest page that they started, so that got me a little I don't know if I want to wear a shirt that puts a target on my back,
Do you disavow Antifa?
No, God no.
Antifa? What about the violence they do? They're so bad.
I think that violence is a useful political tool, and if wielded in the proper fashion, collateral damage happens, that's a shame, and people need to be careful what they do.
Do you think Michael Knowles should be allowed to speak here tonight?
Of course he's allowed to speak here. It's everyone's right to do so.
Do you disavow anyone who's trying to shut him down and protest him and maybe get...
I don't disavow anyone. Let me tell you...
What about if they get violent? Will you disavow political violence?
Here's what I think. I don't.
You don't disavow political violence?
I don't think about it. I don't.
Antifa is a label for anybody who's anti-fascist. So
I think it's a slippery slope, though. So if someone is in there and Antifa was in there and they got violent with Michael Knowles, would you disavow that?
yeah,
Because he's not a fascist. He's not a hateful person. He's just maybe a little...
He's up there talking. He's probably saying some hateful shit. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know much about the man, to be honest.
So why protest him?
What little I do know is pretty hateful, and I'm not.
What do you know?
about it. We've already been over this.
What have you watched of his that you're oh, this video is bad. He said this, this, and this. Tell me something you've watched and evidence you have. So then how can you be out here?
I saw the poster. That was enough for me.
You saw the poster?
Yeah,
That was enough?
that was enough.
And now you're okay with political violence because you saw a poster?
No, I've been okay with political violence before I knew who this guy was.
That's wild, man. You shouldn't say that on camera.
I'll say on camera, I'm okay with political violence.
Yeah, we're here with Scott. You're on the F team that's hosting Michael Knowles today.
Yeah.
What made you want to bring him to campus?
We just think that the conversation is really necessary to be having on our campus, and I think that, the more disassociation we have, the more people hate each other, and if we can just have that conversation, we can bring each other together,
Exactly. It seems like we're getting so polarized lately, and the media is obviously pushing us further and further apart. We need to be able to have conversations. 100%. I feel like this is the first time in recent history where it's just been so polarized that you can't even talk to the other side.
We're not talking to them.
I actually tried to post an invitation on Fireside, which is actually the school's social media, and it actually got taken down 10 times.
What did you post?
It was basically just, hey guys, we're having an event with Michael Knowles on Monday at 7. Come out and have a good time, good discussion, great questions from the audience. Everyone come. It literally got to the point where the last time I said, all right, for the 11th time, guys, it'd be nice for you guys to come out, but took it down again.
Wow, that's wild. Well, thank you for talking to me. Thank you guys for hosting, and thank you for making an effort for the conversation. That's what we need more of. Thanks, man. Good talking to you.
If any place on earth should not be a place where speech is squelched, it's a college campus. Every idea, including dangerous ideas, should be addressed here, including calling out dangerous ideas such that people can see them for what they are.
Do you see Michael Knowles as a dangerous person?
I see him as inflammatory.
Because I agree with you to a point, but I think it's gotten so out of hand that they're labeling, I've been at protests, they call Ben Shapiro a Nazi. I've been at places where they just don't really make sense. They call black people a white supremacist. So it's you think we've gotten kind of out of hand, and college campuses have gone so far left that we're really squelching ideas that aren't that controversial?
Absolutely. If you start calling everybody Nazis, what are you going to do when the actual Nazis show up?
Exactly. Hey, you're very based.
Thanks.
That's very nice. We agree a lot. That's great. Thank you for talking to me. Sure. Glad to find some common ground. Hell yeah.
You know, being trans is pretty socially acceptable now. You know, it's, you know, as it should be. But, you know, if you are a straight white guy, you are silenced. You know, you're not allowed to voice your opinion.
It's interesting. Almost like the oppressed gain privilege from their oppression, and it's kind of like the totem pole of oppression now, deciding who gets to speak, whose voice is worth what, and who gets shut down and who doesn't.
Exactly.
You think that's a problem in college campuses?
Very much so. Everybody should have an equal voice.
What brings you out here today?
To support trans rights.
Michael Knowles is giving his speech inside. Do you think he should be able to give it or not give it?
Hey, y'all. We can't have interviews.
No interview?
No interviews.
No? All right. The other person that was speaking said that they want their voice to be heard, and they want to. No. All right. Do you not want to talk? Is her answer your answer?
Yes, sir.
This is our entire zone, Zone 2.
Zone 2. Okay. So
please.
Got it. Thank you.
Move outside of the space. Ignore them.
Let's just go this way.
Do not speak with them.
I've been very polite. If everyone's an adult here, no one's underage. If you don't want to talk, don't talk. It's very easy. Very nice. Think people should like, share, subscribe my channel?
Oh yeah, I'm already subscribed.
Hell yeah. I'm being nice. I'm just trying to do my thing. It's gonna be over soon.
Can y'all do this?
You guys are kind of being fascist right now. I'm being very polite.
This is not up for discussion. We are not holding interviews.
No, I mean, you registered space. That means you got it. You know,
This is what the brown shirts did. Maybe if you're going to be mad about it, I would just maybe stand over there and let me do my thing.
I mean, you can't interview people. It just can't be.
I'm going up to adults. And saying, do you want to talk on camera? And they say yes. And I say, okay. And I ask them questions. You guys don't speak for other people. I don't get the sign.
Sign doesn't get you, bro.
I think you're being offensive to gay people. I think it is. Why is being gay an insult? That's messed up. I'm the one standing up for you guys. Are we eventually going into this space or no? Because then I'm going to tell you guys you can't be in here. Michael Knowles reserved this. I'm gonna give it right back to you. Now you're in the Michael Knowles area. This is the Michael Knowles area. They reserved it. You can't be in here. I'm just kidding. I'm very nice. She was outside. She was saying I can't be in the green area because. And I'm doing the same thing back as a joke, and I know it doesn't make sense.
No, it's just not funny. It makes sense. It's just not funny.
I think it's funny. I guess we'll see.
I'm part of College Libertarians. I'm a trans guy, and I'm kind of not really for all of what they're doing out here.
Interesting. So, tell me about your perspective and how you came to this, realization.
Well, I'm a trans medicalist, so I'm very, trans is a medical thing. But I don't like it being used as a political tool.
What is the reality of what transgenderism is?
It's a medical or mental condition, whatever you want to define that as, that your brain is physically different than it should be. Male and female brains have differences, and it's being one way or the other.
Do you think when it comes to children transitioning, there should be an age limit when a child is able to receive hormone therapy or transition surgery?
No, I do not. I feel like if they have that medical diagnosis and this is who they are, then that's what needs to happen for them.
Do we agree that kids should be allowed to be kids, and when they get older to a certain age, then they can make life-changing decisions?
I don't agree with anything about that. I don't know. Why do you have to know? Why do you have the authority to make that decision?
Because we're in charge of kids.
No, you don't have kids.
Yeah, I just think when it comes to kids, especially someone 8, 9, 10 years old, they don't really know what's best for themselves. They don't even know what they're really going through and feeling. They're not even familiar with the world. So to start doing something so drastic as that, I think is kind of like a red flag. That's maybe where we disagree.
Yeah. Well, and part of the thing is children are making the decision with the help of endocrinologists, psychologists, licensed social worker, whoever people in there, they have a whole team of people consulting with them. They're not doing it because they want to.
There's studies that show that children can form a gender identity as young as 3 or 4. And I'm not an expert, so I can't really debate that. But just from my own point of view, I think it's something that can permanently affect someone's life. So I can see why it might be hard to say, to make those decisions for a child, because they might not be certain. They're children.
Yeah.
But, I'm not going to judge people who do.
I don't really agree. I think kids don't really know stuff.
You don't think that your decisions as a parent can affect your child's future?
I think they can, and that's why I wouldn't want to give my kid hormone therapy.
Okay, but
that would have majorly affect their future. Kids don't know anything.
Are you a pediatrician? Are you a child psychologist? Are you a teacher? Are you a parent? Are you responsible?
You know kids, you said.
Are you responsible
You know kids.
Are you responsible for any
I feel
children?
a responsibility.
But you aren't responsible. How many children are actually in your life?
I have a niece. She's very nice.
Right. And how often do you see her?
Whenever I can.
How often do you see her?
Well, she's one. I saw her like 4 times. That's a lot.
Okay, that's a lot. Ooh, once a year?
So
4 times in a whole year.
So that means if a kid says, I want to wear a dress and get hormone therapy, that we should just be like, oh, you're...
decide that.
So the kids should decide it then,
So
not
you
adults.
think
So who should decide, kids or
so
adults?
you think kids that are deaf
Not,
shouldn't get cochlear implants?
not the same.
Some people think it is. Some people think the world of deafness.
I'm sure
is
some
their
people think it
world.
is. The sign says teach acceptance, not ignorance, guys. I'm trying to bridge the gap and talk to people, and you're infringing on me.
People who identify as trans transitioning to another gender are not valid. You're saying they're not really who they say they are. You're saying that it's a mental illness. Like, I don't want that on my campus. I don't like that, so I'm going to come and show my face.
And I respect that, and you should protest things. I just, I would watch a Michael Knowles video or two. I noticed you have a little Republican thing. You kind of have to hide it. Why do you have to hide it?
Because, next thing you know, I'll get a milkshake thrown at me for having specific political views.
We're hitting head the bike lock.
Yeah,
Fail class. Who faces more backlash, you think, on college campuses? A trans person or a Trump supporter wearing a MAGA hat?
Trump supporters.
Yes, I will admit there's been some things that were violent towards Trump supporters, though I would also...
A lot.
Like, in general...
I'm from California, a lot.
But society...
If I was in California and I walked around UCLA and I wore like a dress and a wig and makeup, no one would really give me a hard time. Okay. If you wear a MAGA hat, you're going to have some problems.
You get more for it, but also, you cannot be a Trump supporter. I think being a Trump supporter is being an asshole. You should get some for that.
I do sometimes feel uncomfortable voicing my opinion, especially in this kind of area, because it's the people who are supposed to be representing me, who are supposed to be on my side of everything, want to silence me.
Which is very ironic because what they don't want is to be silenced or be marginalized, but they kind of do it themselves to the people who they think are oppressing them, which doesn't really make much sense.
Exactly.
What's your closing statement to Michael Knowles? You tell him one thing directly. He'll probably watch this.
Was he on campus earlier today under the tent? Was that him?
I didn't see him.
Oh. Well, I'm pretty sure that was him. If it was or if it wasn't, whoever I was talking to that was for him, I told that person to go himself, and I want to tell him again to go himself.
Do you know what Michael Knowles looks like?
No.
You ever seen a picture of him?
No.
You ever seen a video? Nothing. So you don't even know who this guy... If you went in that room and he was sitting in the chair, you wouldn't be able to point him out?
Well, I'm assuming he's on the stage, so I told whoever's on the stage to go himself.
Wow, that's wild. Well, you're very passionate, so that's good. All right, just keep it at 100. Don't attack anyone. Just please don't do political violence, please. Let's not take it there.
I won't if it doesn't get that far.
It's cool to meet you, Fleccas.
What up? Hey, what's up? How are you?
Glad you came. Trump ain't that bad.
Trump's not that bad?
Ain't that bad.
Trump ain't that bad. That's the southern version of it.
Ben, watch your stuff. Ben, go yourself.
What's something Ben said that you don't like?
Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, no, Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk, go yourself. Candace Owens?
Yeah.
Go yourself.
Did you go to the Michael Knowles speech?
I did go to the Michael Knowles speech.
Did he say anything hateful and bigoted?
Nothing that I can really tell, no. Hateful is obviously defined to be anything I don't like now, so... But no, he just said obvious truths, and if you think that's hateful, I'm sorry, not sorry.
What was the speech like inside? Did you say anything hateful?
No. He was so nice and polite. I think that the liberals out here would be shocked to learn that what he said was not at all, even remotely hateful. It was a great speech. I hope that some people, that were protesting, they eventually watch it. I don't really think a lot of them even realize who Michael Knowles is, what he actually says, other than what they've heard from Instagram posts.
Or saw on a poster.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to put the link to his full speech in the bio. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. We will see you at the next one. Fleccas Talks.
If your platform is only based on opinion and you can't back up what you're saying, then it almost kind of means that what you're standing on is worthless.
Oh my God, your Fleccas Talks.
Oh yeah.
You have some nasty ass on your hat, and I don't know what it is. And I've been wanting to ask what it is all day. But...
I spilled eggs on my hat, but I have to wear it because if I don't wear it, my head looks like this.